Hello everyone, it is Kayla Breesy here from kaylabreesy.com. Today I am super excited to talk to you about PR for your business. And why? Because PR can help you amplify your current marketing strategy to boost your exposure by creating more awareness for you, your brand, and your business. And to be honest, it not only helps you with all of those things, but it can help you increase your income, influence, and impact too. So maybe you're wondering, what is PR? Well, if you don't know what PR is, it is public relations. And according to HubSpot, public relations professionals help businesses and individuals cultivate a positive reputation with the public through various unpaid or earned communications, including traditional media, social media, and in-person engagements. Now, this can also help clients defend their reputation through a crisis that threatens their credibility. So, in a nutshell, professionals or PR professionals can help their clients really fine tune their reputation in the event that someone should be bad mouthing their business or their services, what have you. Now, with all of that being said, it is a clear indication that PR is obviously for everybody. Therefore, it doesn't matter if you are a local brick and mortar, if you are an online service-based provider, if you are in direct sales, MLM, network marketing, every single business needs to leverage PR for their business, okay? So now that you know what PR is, you can see why I am extremely passionate about PR and why you should be leveraging it. Let's talk about the benefits of PR. Okay, now there are several benefits to PR, and I'm going to be honest and tell you that I'm not going to go through all of them with you today, but I am going to share with you some of the more important, or the ones that I feel are the more important ones of benefits for the PR. So first things first, when you are looking at benefits of PR helps you increase your visibility so that you are able to grow and scale your business, which is huge. And not only that, it's going to help you grow your community, so your online community. It could even help you grow your local community if you're doing local exposure. It's going to help you grow your list and your social media following as well. It's going to help establish your credibility and your expertise. So if you're really looking for a powerful way to establish your credibility and be positioned as an expert, PR opportunities are the name of the game, okay? It's going to help increase and raise brand awareness. So awareness for your brand, awareness for you, awareness for your products and services, awareness for your business. It's all part of your brand, and PR is going to be able to help you utilize that and help create more awareness for your business. It's also going to help you generate more leads. Now, when we generate more leads, obviously that means we're going to increase our sales and we're going to increase our income, okay? So those lead generation strategies can be utilized with PR, which is a very effective way to generate more qualified leads and to really ultimately be able to put you in front of a larger audience and a newer audience, which is another benefit of PR. So by doing all of these things, this is going to help increase your online reach. It's going to increase your exposure locally as well. And you're going to be able to be in front of more people. So the more that people know about you, the better it's going to be for your business. So by doing this, you're going to create those raving fans. Those raving fans can really be a catalyst to the growth of your business. Those raving fans are what I like to call those diehard fans. They're the ones that are advocates for your business. They're promoting you, they're sending you referrals, they're giving testimonials, they're sharing your content. They are your diehard fans that love you through and through. They will constantly be sharing your stuff. They're going to be sharing your content. They're going to be sending referrals. They love everything about you, your business, and your brand. All right. So when we're doing this through PR and we're getting in front of more people and we're increasing our exposure and we're generating those leads, now obviously by doing so, we're going to be able to create more of an impact. Now, I know for myself and a lot of my clients, we want to make an impact in the world. We want to create that ripple effect of change. And by doing so, we want to work with more people. We want to change lives. And it could be changing lives in various ways. No matter what our God-given gifts are and our unique passions are, we are able to take those and be able to transform lives in a very unique way. We're able to make an impact, okay? So by generating more exposure through PR and being in front of more people, we're going to be able to touch the lives of others. We're going to be able to sign and work with more people where we're going to be able to help them transform their life or transform their business. Okay, so it's going to create and increase the impact that you're able to have. It's going to increase the level of influence that you have. So for me, I'm all about helping women and helping entrepreneurs in general be able to increase their influence that they have. Because for me, in my version of influence is about being a leader and about being a leader and helping others strive to do their best and to be their best, and being a leader that gives back and be able to help those in their community and help those around the world. All right, so influence is not the way that I look at it, it's not influencing people in a negative way. It's influencing others to be better, to do better, and to be able to give back and to be able to do more, make more of an impact. All right. Now all of that is probably great and all, but you're probably wondering, okay, what else is the reason why PR is so important? Well, here's the thing. When you start leveraging PR, you're going to be able to start building that know, like, and trust factor, right? And the benefit of that is you have a third party endorsing you, saying that they recognize you, they acknowledge you, and they are a proud supporter of whatever you are selling. They're endorsing you. They're giving you that stamp of approval saying that you are it, that you are legit, that they back you 100%. And by doing so, it raises the bar and raises the level of that know, like, and trust factor. And we all know that nobody buys from people that they don't know, like, and trust. That's inevitable, right? You've got to have that know, like, and trust factor. And the key thing is trust. When you have someone else endorsing you, they're saying that they trust you. They trust that you you have a business that is, beneficial. You have a business that stands behind their core values and beliefs. They believe in you, okay? And by doing that, PR is going to help build that know, like, and trust factor, okay? Now, on the tail end of all of that, you're going to be able to create more freedom. And that freedom aspect is really important because, let's be honest, as an entrepreneur, we all want to create more freedom. We want to live that freedom-based lifestyle. So you're probably thinking, oh, well, how does that really come into play when you leverage PR? How do you get more freedom? Well, here's the deal. Here's kind of like the broad scope of things. When you leverage PR, you're increasing your visibility. All right, so you're increasing your visibility. More people know about you. By more people knowing about you, you're able to generate more leads. By generating more leads, that means you're going to be able to sign more clients. You're going to increase your sales. By increasing your sales, you're going to increase your profits and your income, okay? By doing so, you're going to be able to have more freedom. When you have more money and you're able to impact and help more people, you're going to be able to create more freedom, right? So when you think of this in a positive way, the more money that you have, the more freedom that you have, and the more impact that you're able to have on the lives of others. Think of it as a way of being able to give back to charities or to start your own nonprofit, or even hiring out team members. You're impacting those team members' lives by hiring them on to be able to work with you. So even these small things really create that ripple effect of change and really help you start living the freedom-based lifestyle that you desire by getting visible online, by getting more exposure, and you can do that all through your PR, okay? So just think about that. How can PR help your business? How can it benefit you and your unique business? Think about that. Now, when we're looking at PR, we need to also understand that there are a variety of ways that we can find PR opportunities. And, let's be honest, we're not going to constantly have people knocking on our virtual door, asking us to be an expert, asking to feature us. We do have to put in some hard work at times, and we do have to find these opportunities for ourselves. So we need to be proactive. And being proactive is fine and dandy. You can do these things in a few minutes a day, and you are able to find a lot of opportunities that you can leverage. So first things first, if you want to go the easy route, you can definitely leverage your email list. So you can send emails out to your list asking to be featured, asking if anyone would like to feature you as an expert, asking if anyone else has an opportunity for a guest blogging, be an interview on a podcast, what have you, but you can ask for these opportunities through your email list. You can also do word of mouth. So you can share, just like this, right? You can share that you are looking for opportunities to get featured. You can also talk to your past or your current clients, your colleagues and your peers. You can talk to your friends and family and loved ones. You can even reach out to an old boss or old coworkers and see if there's any opportunities that they have for you to be featured. Okay, so that's what I call the easy route, because you're talking to your inner circle of influence. You're talking to people that already know, like, and trust you, and they will most likely be able to find opportunities for you that are going to be specific for you because they already know you. Now, when you want to go on the other side of that and you want to be proactive and you want to do these opportunities and find these opportunities yourself, there are a few different things you can do. And we're going to talk about all these different ways here in just a little bit. But essentially, you're going to search the internet. You can search and ask on social media. Okay, so this is where we're leveraging social media. We're leveraging the power of the World Wide Web to be able to find these opportunities. All right, and we're going to talk about how to find these opportunities on the World Wide Web in just 1 second. Okay, so when we're looking at PR, there are a few different types of PR that we can leverage to be able to increase our exposure. And there are a lot of different ways that we can leverage PR. But when we're looking at the PR opportunities, there are a few that I'm going to share with you that are, they're all free in nature, more or less, okay? So the other thing is you can definitely go out there and you can find paid opportunities that, is perfectly fine. You can find those paid opportunities that are going to be able to give you more exposure. You can look for those paid opportunities, but we want to talk about the free opportunities because a lot of the people that come to me are bootstrapping it, or they're just starting out and they don't have the capital to be able to invest in these paid opportunities, nor do they have the money typically to hire a PR agency to be able to really amplify their exposure. So these are all things that you can do no matter if you are a newbie in your business and you have a very small budget or no budget and you're bootstrapping it, or if you are a multimillionaire in a business and you can hire your team to do this for you. Okay, so these work for everyone no matter what stage of the game that they're in, no matter what their budget is. All right, these are opportunities that you can leverage. But everything I'm about to share with you are free opportunities for you to be able to get more exposure in your business and really help you leverage that. All right, we want to help you leverage that so you can increase your exposure. But we want more people to be aware of what you do and what you sell and how you help them and how you can transform and make an impact on other people's lives. Okay, so with that being said, let's talk about the different types of PR opportunities. So there are quite a few, but to kind of go in a different route, I guess to say, let me quick caveat this with saying, when you are looking at opportunities and you go to find these PR opportunities, there are a few things that you can do. So every single one of these types of PR opportunities you can leverage asking on social media, searching on social media, searching on the internet. You can send an email to your list. You can do word of mouth. You can ask your past or current clients, your colleagues, your peers, your family, loved ones. Okay, so all of these options you can leverage any one of those ways to find these opportunities. Okay, and I'm going to show you some of these opportunities in real time, a different aspect of going about things so you can see more of what I'm talking about. But anyway, so we have where you can leverage joint ventures. So joint ventures come into play where you are connecting with someone and you are promoting something together, essentially. All right, so you guys are working together to promote. So this could be a joint venture webinar. This could be a challenge. This could be where you are promoting a course or a program together. These are opportunities where you are connecting with someone, you're both promoting and you're sharing the opportunity. This could even be a telesummit, right? So these are a variety of different things. So joint ventures. You can also leverage media. So the traditional media, you can get on local media stations, you can get on nationwide, you can get on worldwide media stations. And media could even be, if you look at media in terms of radio and television, those are options for you, okay? There's also telesummits or virtual summits, like I had mentioned. Those are options for you as well. There's speaking engagements, there's podcast interviews, There are also opportunities for you to be a featured expert. So this could be where a panel of experts come in and they share their expertise. This could be where you host a master class in a group, right? There's all kinds of options for you here. And then last but not least, there's also the guest writing opportunity. So this could be a guest blog, or this could even be where you're writing a magazine article. Now, these are all things where you are coming into someone else's space and you're leveraging those opportunities. Now, on the flip side of that, you could also be the host for every single one of these opportunities and allow you to bring people into you where you are further positioning yourself as an expert. So you could interview people on podcasts. You could allow people as a guest blogger on your website, which, speaking of which, I do allow guest blogging on my website. We talk about all things business. So if you're interested in that, you're more than welcome to check that out. And I'll drop links here for you guys in a little bit. But you can leverage that as an opportunity where you take advantage of these options and these opportunities for you, where you bring people in to your social media, to your websites, to your groups, what have you, and be able to build that exposure. So it's twofold. You can go to someone else's, or you can bring people to you. All right. So let's quickly talk about how to find some of these opportunities. All right. So when we're looking at media opportunities, one of the key things, or the other ways that you can find it from aside from the ones that I mentioned earlier, I should say, is you can actually go to help a reporter out. So you can go to Hero. You can subscribe there. It's free, and you can get all of the media that comes through every single day. In fact, I'm pretty sure my email just got hit not that long ago with all of the media options that are available through that account. So check that one out for media opportunities. When it comes to summits, there are a few different things that you can do for summits aside from what I had shared earlier. Now, I'm going to actually go and do a quick screen share here for you guys and show you how you can search between LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter for some of these. But when you are looking for summits, it's pretty easy. I typically leverage Instagram and Twitter for these, and I go and use the hashtag virtual summit or telesummit, and I can find a few. Now, I say a few because it's not expansive by any means in any nature, but you are able to find some opportunities there. You can find past summits, you can find summit hosts, and by doing so, you can look and see, is this a summit that's an ongoing summit that does certain times a year, what have you, and you can reach out to these people and find out more information. If you were to look on LinkedIn, you're just going to look on LinkedIn and using the word telesummits, you can find that keyword there. So pretty easy peasy. It's going to be the same principle when I show you how to find podcast hosts, which I'm going to show you in a minute. So I'm not going to double up and show you everything on that regard, but it's the same process that we're going to utilize. When we're looking at speaking engagements, there are 3 different things that you can look for speaking engagements. And speaking engagements, I recommend typically if you are a little more advanced in your business and you've built up enough of a following. This typically isn't for someone that's brand spanking new into the business. We want to wait a little bit so you have a little bit more exposure, get your feet wet a little bit. But if you are at that stage of the game and you are confident and you're ready to start doing speaking engagements, more power to you. Let's leverage it. You can set up a Google alert, which is pretty simple. Just go to google.com/alerts. You can set up alerts for speaking engagements. So you could actually, if you want to speak in front of women, you could put in the keyword women's conferences, or if you have a particular type of conference that you're looking for or a particular type of event, you can put that keyword in. It'll notify of any types of events with that particular keyword. Now, not all of them are going to be speaking opportunities, but so you're going to have to kind of weed through those, but that is an option for you. You can also go and join 2 different types of websites, just like with Hero. You can go and join My Speaking Agent, and you can join Speaker Hub, okay? These are both websites. They're both free. You can go and join those, and those are going to help you find more speaking engagements as well. All right, so when we're looking at podcast interviews, okay, you can use all of the options that I mentioned earlier for you of, emailing your list, word of mouth, what have you. But let me do a screen share and show you how you can find these podcast hosts on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter. And it's the same thing, like I mentioned, you can do with telesummits. You can use the same idea on each of these platforms. So let me quickly do a screen share and show you guys what we are talking about. Okay, so you guys can see here, this is my LinkedIn. And it's pretty simple. All we're going to do is we're going to type in podcast host. And we're going to put that in quotes, and we're going to do a search. Now, by doing a search here, we're going to bring up over 4,500 different podcasts that are available for us. Now, this is going to be a little labor intensive, and you're going to have to go through and weed out the ones that are obviously not an ideal fit for you. However, you can definitely utilize this as a tool to find those opportunities. Now, let's say you wanted to speak on a particular topic for a podcast, and let's say it was something related to mindset. You could put the keyword in and do a search, and that's going to condense down your search options. So rather than over 4,500, now we have 168 to look through. And essentially, you're going to go through and you're going to vet out these podcast hosts. Now, if you talk about money mindset, this would potentially be a really good podcast for you to check out. If you talk about growth mindset and the general topics of growth, this could be a podcast that you could check out, right? But the big thing is you're going to want to go and check out these podcasts. You're going to want to listen to some episodes. You're going to want to look and see if they accept guest experts or if they interview people. And then from there, you're going to need to pitch them, all right? But this gives you an idea of what you're able to utilize when you're looking for podcasts. Now, it's the same thing, again, if you're looking at telesummits. And you're going to see there's not a lot of options here for you, but you get 156 results. Okay, so you can go through and look and see if any of these people are a podcast host, so telesummit hosts, or what they have going on. So you have to do a little bit more of a recon, but I definitely leverage this more for podcast interviews, but I just wanted to show you that this is an option if you are looking for telesummits. All right, let me come back here and let me log in over here on Instagram, and I'm going to show you how to find this on Instagram as well. Okay, so now that we are over on Instagram, we can go ahead and take a look here, and it's going to be the same thing. On Instagram and Twitter, we need to use a hashtag. So we're going to do the hashtag podcast host, and you'll see here there's a lot of options that you can go in and leverage and find these other ones. To be completely transparent, I really don't bother with these other ones. I typically go with podcast or podcast hosts. That's my personal preference. So once you go and you check out this hashtag, you're going to be able to go and look down here, and you're going to have to do a little bit of searching. Again, this is going to be labor intensive, but it is an option for you. Now, obviously, looking at this one, we have no idea what this podcast is about or why the podcast is even tagged. It's probably not something I'm going to spend a whole lot of time on, but you can scroll down and you can look right here. This one right here obviously is a podcast episode. This would be one that I could potentially check out, if I was going to be talking about, whatever they're talking about here, apparently potlucks. So if this was my topic of choice and this is what I wanted to look at, I could then click on this image and we're going to go, we can go right here. We can take a look at their podcast, their podcasting Instagram profile, and we can do our research here and see if this is someone that we potentially want to connect with. Pretty easy peasy, nothing, really to it. But again, you want to make sure, take a look at their following, take a look at their account, listen to some episodes, read their guidelines, look and see if they are accepting interviews, and make sure that you leverage that because you don't want to be pitching to people that aren't looking for interviews, that aren't looking for guests on their podcast. You want to make sure that whatever you're pitching, you're following their guidelines and what have you. So do a little bit of research. The other thing you want to keep in mind too is that my rule of thumb is I typically don't do any collaborations with people that don't have the same size following with me. I look for collaboration opportunities and PR opportunities for people that have the same size following or larger. The only rule of thumb, or I should say the the caveat I have that is the people that I connect with that do have a smaller following than me, those are typically people that I have that have been past clients of mine or current clients, people that I've built a relationship with, so they're colleagues or peers that we've really connected. It's not typically someone that I don't know. Okay, so if it's someone that I really don't know or it's someone that I've been following and I really admire them, they're going to be someone that I'm looking for that has a larger influence as me and has a larger following. Versus the people that I know, like, and trust that are my peers, that's a little bit different, and I make exceptions to the rule for them. But just something to think about. The idea of PR is you want to increase your exposure, and while working with someone that has a smaller audience can increase your exposure, it may not be the best use of your time. Okay, and so your time is valuable, it's precious. We want to make sure that we are leveraging these types of PR opportunities that are going to really be able to help you massively increase your exposure. Okay, now if we look at Twitter, It's really the same thing on Twitter. We're going to be looking up the hashtag podcast host. You can see I obviously search here a lot for it, but it's going to be the same thing that comes up, and you're going to be doing basically the same thing you do on Instagram. You're going to be looking through these, looking for podcast hosts, and you can then go ahead and check out their profile and do a little bit of recon. Go and check out their episodes and what have you. But that's basically it. And it's the same thing if you want to check out Seller Summits on either Instagram or Twitter. You can just look, like I mentioned, virtual summits or telesummits, and those will bring up some of those options for you for finding different types of summits. All right, pretty easy peasy when it comes down to it. All right, let me see. So we talked about media, we talked about joint ventures, we talked about summits, speaking engagements, podcast interviews. Another option is, being a featured expert. So we've briefly talked about that. So the last thing that I really have for you is guest writing. So again, this could be in the form of a guest blog, or could be in the form of writing a magazine article, what have you. So let me show you how you can find these opportunities. So again, just a quick recap, you can find all of these opportunities for PR by asking or searching on social media, by searching the internet, emailing your email list, word of mouth, asking your inner circle of influence, so your friends and family, your former colleagues, your current colleagues, your peers, past and current clients, what have you. Okay, so these are all options that you can find all these PR opportunities. So when we want to be proactive and we want to look outside of our inner circle of influence, we can look on the internet. And so this is doing a good old search on Google or whatever search platform you'd like to use. I prefer Google, but we're going to be doing a search. So let me quickly show you how to do this on Google to make this really easy for you guys and show you how to leverage it. Okay, so when we are looking on Google and we are looking for guest writing opportunities, basically the formula that we're going to look at is keyword plus, in quotes, write for us. Okay, so let's say I want to write about, let's do social media marketing. You guys are seeing me, I'm doing this right in real time here for you guys. So you'll see here that I have, here's my keyword. So this is the topic I want to write about. And then here is the second portion, write for us in quotes. Okay, this is the formula that you're going to use to find these writing opportunities. So when we go in here and we're looking at these writing opportunities, you can see all of the options that we have. And there's over, there's over 9 million options here for us. So, obviously you're not going to need to go and look at all of these, but you probably want to take a look at the first page, maybe even the second or third page for some of these opportunities. Now, obviously, Social Media Examiner, everyone pretty much knows, especially as an entrepreneur, they should know who Social Media Examiner is, and if you don't, you definitely should check them out. But they are really popular, all right? You can also write for Agora Pulse, and some of these other options. But let's check out Social Media Examiner just for the sake of today to kind of keep things moving along. So just like when you are looking for podcast hosts or virtual summits, you have to do your research. You want to follow these guidelines and see what they are all about, okay? So Social Media Examiner tells you guys exactly what they publish, what they don't publish, who they're looking for, and how to apply. So they give you all of their guidelines here of what they are looking for. So every single opportunity for guest writing or when you're pitching someone is going to ask for different things, all right? The key thing here is to make sure you read the guidelines and you submit however they desire you to submit the information, and you pitch the way that they want you to pitch to them, all right? So that's basically in a nutshell what you're kind of going to do here for that one. Now, if you don't know who Social Media Examiner is, so let's say this is a company that you've never heard of, you're brand new to the online space, you've never heard of them, but you really want to write for them, and you know nothing about them, then obviously you're going to want to do some research on Social Media Examiner, okay? You're going to go and check out their social media profiles. They're going to look and see what is their following like. You're going to maybe join their list so you can see what types of emails they're sending out. You're going to look and see, do they have a podcast or are they on YouTube, right? Listen or watch videos, listen to podcast interviews. Whatever you need to do, be Sherlock Holmes and do your research, all right? Do some investigating to make sure. You want to make sure that you are working with someone that has a larger following you or about the same size of following with you. You want to make sure they have the same or similar audience or a complementary audience to what you're doing. And you want to also make sure that it's someone that you know, like, and trust. That's someone that you feel is credible enough that when they endorse you, or that when you partner with them, that it's not going to damage your brand. Okay, that's a big thing, something that I don't hear often being mentioned. So you want to make sure that you have that as well. So do you know, like, and trust them, and are they reputable enough? Now, obviously, Social Media Examiner definitely is. They by no means are anything bad by any nature, but you need to make sure, as you are vetting out different businesses that you don't know anything about, or that are maybe newer into the online space, or new to you as someone in the online space. But in a nutshell, that's basically it. So you can go and do that search, and you continue to go through and find these opportunities. Now, let me just kind of show you, like, let's pull up another one just to kind of take a quick look as soon as this pulls up. And again, like, every single one of these is going to be different, and it's going to show you, okay? Oh, this site you can actually earn up to $100 to $200 an article. So that's another option for you. You can write articles and actually get paid for them, which is really key. So things that I always tend to look for is, like, their technical requirements, right? So how many words are they looking for? Are they looking for images that I need to supply, or will they supply them? Can you have internal links? Can you pitch at the end? You know, what are the guidelines that I can really follow? And really be able to leverage that as an option. So again, you know, this is what they're telling you. They tell you everything, what you can expect, how to get your work published here, how they want you to submit, and what have you. So just pay attention to every single one of those opportunities, because they're all going to be different. No matter what type of opportunity you're looking to leverage, every single way that you're going to be going through to partner up with these people is going to be slightly different. Let's see. Now, before I forget, when you're looking for opportunities for guest blogging or for magazine articles, you could also utilize, instead of using Write for Us, that's my favorite one, that gives me the most results, but you could also put in quotes, guest post, contribute, or submissions, and you're going to get different options for those. But again, the bulk of the ones that I tend to find the most of are under Write for Us. That's the most popular one, but you can definitely check that out. So utilize the framework of whatever your topic or your keyword topic is, plus whatever you want to put in quotes. So whether it be Write for Us, guest posts, contribute, or submissions, you will be able to find guest writing opportunities for you, and they will be free or paid opportunities, and you can leverage both of those as well. So that is it that I can think of everything that I can share with you on how to find these PR opportunities. So now that you know where to find the PR opportunities, it's time to learn how to pitch to influencers so you can amplify your exposure. So I'd love to invite you to be able to grab my Pitch Perfect template that will literally guide you in crafting the perfect pitch, where your influencers or your micro influencers are going to be saying yes to featuring you. So you can actually snake that inside of my subscriber tribe in my free resource library. Let me grab that link here for you, and you can grab that inside of that free resource library. So this is a plug and play, fill in the blank template for you that gives you everything you need to know, and you can leverage it for all of the options that I provided here for you for PR opportunities. You'll just have to tweak it slightly based on the opportunity that you're looking for, whether it be a podcast or guest writing or a speaking engagement, but you can definitely leverage it. You'll just have to tweak it slightly. It's plug and play, fill in the blank, easy peasy. But it works, and it will get them saying yes to featuring you. So here is that link here for you guys. Let me write that in here. There's that for you. And that is all that I have for you guys today. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really enjoy this. I am glad that we were able to have this conversation. And I can't wait to see how these tips and tricks to finding PR opportunities can help you increase and amplify your exposure and getting more visible online. So until next time, have a fantastic day, and I will see you soon. Bye.